He calls himself an urban contemporary artist.
When I was a kid, I was doing more comic art and stuff like that, so that took a lot of discipline. But I started realizing that I'm not just a comic artist, you know? There's a lot more to what I do than just comic books.
Nikolai Kahn's cartoon portraits once graced the exteriors of warehouses. Now they reside in popular New York City nightclubs, art galleries, and exhibits overseas. Art has always been his passion. After moving from Trinidad, Kahn became infatuated with graffiti culture in the city. He began what he calls street writing as a teenager. His graffiti crew's notorious tag could be found throughout Bayside, Queens. He also got involved with the seedier aspects of street life.
I had been in the hospital 6 times in the summer once because of like chronic gastritis and ulcerated gastritis because of my stomach from drug use. And I've been around everything from mafia figures to gang leaders to being violent myself.
Finally, his rebellious behavior landed him in court, charged with graffiti vandalism. An alternative sentencing program run out of the Queens District Attorney's Office is what Kahn says transformed him from a graffiti vandal to a recognized artist. The Second Chance program started more than 25 years ago to give nonviolent offenders a chance to turn their lives around by offering services such as special needs counseling and job training. It has been a successful initiative under Assistant DA Gail Giordano.
Instead of going to jail or going through the system, I can go through a different part of the system, which was her concept, and I can go into Jamaica, I think it was Jamaica Library, and there was a Hollis Library at the time. She had me go in and teach this like quick art lesson, 3 hours every time, every time I had the community service.
And we decided to get involved when the district attorney's office asked us to consider doing a program out of Jamaica. Nikolai's a tremendous person. He came to us as a snotty know-it-all teenager who was arrested for graffiti, very proud of his work, which was good. It was good graffiti. But he has grown emotionally, and his talent is exceptional.
After completing the program, Kahn went on to study at the Fashion Institute of Technology, where he received his degree in commercial art. Alternative sentencing allowed him to avoid the stigma of a criminal record, which can be a barrier to job and educational opportunities. Experts say Kahn is an example of the cost-effectiveness of ATI programs.
We spend a lot of money on suppression. That's, the police officer arresting someone. Yes, we need to maintain suppression, but you don't get the bang for your buck, right, that you do if you take some of that money and put it for intervention programs.
The New York City Council has funded alternative to incarceration programs since 1997. At the height of the recession, many initiatives to keep young people out of jail went on the chopping block. ATI program survived, but funding has been cut by more than half.
A part of every negotiation during every budget that I've been here, we always talk about being able to increase those numbers. We're in a new administration now, and I think that we have a valid opportunity at this time to revisit programs and initiatives that have made sense that need that additional bump up.
According to the Independent Budget Office, the city spends almost $168,000 a year for each inmate. That's more than 20 times the amount spent per student in city classrooms. The Center for Alternative Sentencing and Employment Services, better known as CASES, is the largest funded ATI organization by City Council, serving more than 600 court-involved youth. Services range from mental health counseling to college prep programs.
We have successfully placed something close to 40 kids, 40 young people in community colleges where we connect them to the colleges, then we provide ongoing support and services for them as they move through their college experience. That funding is very important to us.
In January of this year, Governor Cuomo announced a $5 million grant to restore funding for alternative sentencing and reentry initiatives. There are 165 ATI programs in the state, but the money will be divided among only 23 organizations. Second Chance won't receive any of that money. Still, for Kahn, investing in juvenile justice goes beyond the dollar bill. In 2002, after completing Second Chance, the 34-year-old decided to stick around to help young offenders make the best use of their artistic talent.
But they don't want to just do nothing with their talent. They want to give to the world. And I think that giving is never going to stop once they realize the impact that we're really having on people. And I think they get it already. I don't think that they don't, you know?
Khan wants to make his impact by using art to help his students battle some of the same demons he once faced.
But if somebody would pull my little ass out of that and say, look, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, why are you doing this? And let's go to this camp. Let's go to this place. Let's go eat a nice dinner. I would have felt like some hope, you know, some kind of like respect for me. And I would have never done half the things I did.
For 219 West, I'm Bianca Flowers.